This Wednesday morning, early in the morning, I'm sitting out in the park and reflecting on what's been going on with the coronavirus and the fact that we seem to be finally moving past it to some extent. And there's a lot of confusion as to what the law is, which has been created by Governor Kemp. Unfortunately, in Georgia, we have a very, very unsophisticated, not very bright man in the governor's chair. He was Attorney General, and as Attorney General, he sought his own political gain by purging voters of color in Fulton County, trying to keep black people from voting. He's a typical old style, Southern redneck. And I hate to use that phrase, but there's no phrase I can think of that captures him more than that. He's really a thug. And he issued initially an executive order creating a state of emergency on behalf of the state because of the coronavirus. And he actually didn't understand what it is because he didn't bother to read it. And this is a guy that went to law school. He was the state attorney general. He went to UGA, University of Georgia. And he didn't read that the city governments, the municipal governments within the state have the power to determine if their particular localities or municipalities need stricter guidelines, which the city of Atlanta did, and they issued a mask mandate. Well, he's said that you can't do that. You can't do that. And so he went to court and filed a lawsuit. He had to drop it because the law was clear that yes, Mayor Bottoms could do that. And cities across the state did it that had responsible leadership. City of Brookhaven, where I live, city of Chamblee, their order was like the clearest that I've seen, and it's really a model for what other cities should have done. The lawyers that wrote that knew what they were doing. The Brookhaven's was not as clearly written, not as well written as Chamblee's. But the governor just at the end of May issued an order saying that schools cannot require students to wear masks, while he continued the executive order that put a state of emergency in effect. He didn't know what he was doing. That executive order gives localities, say if DeKalb County wants to require masks in schools, it can still do it under the law, under the state constitution. It's like Kemp is slow. If you listen to him try to speak English, and he was born here. I don't disparage people who don't speak English well, but Kemp was born here. He went to UGA, University of Georgia, undergraduate and law school, but he shows you that not everybody that goes to law school is very smart. That illusion that all lawyers are smart, trust me, they're not. I've known many that were not. And Kemp is a central case example of that. I mean, this is like an obvious thing that he should have known. Now, you could argue that he's playing politics with it, that he's playing games. He's trying to please the right flank. You know, the Rand Pauls and the whole Trump wing of the Republican Party, the insurrectionists. And he's flirted with those people. He's been, he's very much a right-wing Republican. He tried to kiss Trump's rump at the beginning of the pandemic by lifting restrictions, and Trump slapped him down and told him he had done it too early. It was really kind of funny. If he wasn't such a jerk, you'd have felt sorry for him, because he was trying to kiss up the Trump, and Trump slapped him down. But the guy is not bright. He doesn't have good judgment. Hopefully we only have about a year and a half of him left in office. But it does seem that conditions are getting better. I'm out in the park now, and there are a bunch of people walking. I did a couple of rounds in the park, and I was tired, so I sat down. I may do one more round and call it a day. This is the Armwood Opinion Channel on June 2nd, early in the morning, around 7-ish, maybe a little later. And it's cloudy. It's nice. But it feels good. It really feels good out here. So have a good day and continue watching the Armwood Opinion Channel here on YouTube. And I'll be continuing to put out videos. Some shorter than others longer. You can see in the background people walking, and that's a good thing. All right. You guys have a good day.